Welcome to Atlanta. Price is Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hanna.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King YAHANNA, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Tell them one them blood, they run like the blood clot mineral. I don't want to kill them a 5-star funeral. Run to the boy Everett. My bullet them spread like disease, something funeral. Talking about guns, them sing it. Alliance, we sling it. Bullet, we fling it. War, then bring it. From a minute, make sure to win it. Me worry don't know limit for them war. Gimmick them a clown and them a mimic on a photo shoot now. Flim it, miss bust the street like them it. Get away camera now. Women get them a sudden. Finish the mice and them the finish and a pop I with now. Finish your wish.
That you was the general.
What you know about the general?
Man, your boy Pastor Troy going all the way up with you, man. You already know. Friday, April 11th at the atrium. Yeah, man. Doors open at 8 p.m. You already know we're going from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., man. You already know it's going all the way down. Your boy Pastor Troy, DJ Jelly performing live. And then we getting out there, man, Saturday, yeah, April 12th. It's going all the way down for the Passover. Yeah, man, you already know. At the Marriott Marquis downtown. Yeah, man, we're going from 5 p.m. to midnight. You already know. Hosted by Commander General YAHANNA. Your boy Pastor Troy going to be in the building, man. Y'all boys holler.
Friday. You already know it's April the 11th in Atlanta, Georgia, at the infamous classic atrium. I.S.U.P.K presents the All-Black Party with live performances by
Never see another
King
nigga like
Time.
this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night.
144 Nakawan.
Niggas snitching in the act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated.
Sean.
If I'm more right, that's good business.
Natazar.
We in the game, coach. Fuck you talking, hey.
Special guest from China Monet and Georgia's own Pastor Troy. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. You already know ISUPK.com. Shalom.
Shalom. This year for the 56th annual Passover, Commanding Junior YAHANNA will be offering babysitting services for free for anyone that pays their $200 Passover fee. For paid babysitting and registration for babysitting, please contact Officer Yardan at 888-970-4343. Shalom.
Shalom. The I.S.U.P.K. Washington, D.C. School under Command General YAHANNA now has a call-in hotline for any and every question that you may have about the Bible. Unlike the Christian church, we are here to teach the truth about the Bible. Call in and get your questions answered from the real priests and prophets of the Lord. Call 202-989-1950. That's 202-989-1950. Shalom. Shalom.
Welcome to Atlanta. Christ is Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander General YAHANNA.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Shalom, DC, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, start out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible, and the truth is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, and that the oppressor, the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're not affiliated with any other Christian church or Hebrew Israelite group. 1 West is home of the truth, not under Commanding General YAHANNA. No telling what could be lost up people's butts. No telling. We're going to get off that subject, but not today. Not today. Not today. Anybody got any questions in the room? Anybody got any questions online? Type it in, or you can call the number. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the number that was up there. Number is 202-989-1950. Number again is 202-989-1950. You can call that number. You can ask your question live. You know what I'm saying? You can ask your question live. Anybody have any questions in the room? No sweat. Anybody know who Dochi is? Anybody ever heard who that is? Y'all probably heard the songs. I probably heard the songs. She's been out for a little minute, you know. Not Doja Cat, not that singing like. Not her, but her name is Dochi, and she got a song out right now. You know what I'm saying? She's popular. You know what I'm saying? Her name's ringing out the streets. But Hollywood, man, you know what I'm saying? The musicians and all these artists, like yo, what the hell? What's all right, let's do a mic test. Send me a one and try to chat back, fix whatever you want to fix. Give me a two. It's still echoing in there. It's still echoing, like let me know. One is good. Two is bad. Don't do that. No. We're going back to my attention. So, getting out. I'm hoping to, you know, get some ones. So, it's still getting twos. It's not. What could it be? What could it be? I'm registering on the boards. I don't know if it's the second mic. Maybe it's both of them. No, two mics should be.
My mic is picking up you. I can see it on there.
That shouldn't affect it. Did not affect it. Turn your mic off, let's just see what that does. Just hold it. Registering on look at the board. Registering on the board.
All
right, it's off. All right, so we're gonna do another check. Just give me some ones in the chat. If it's still echoing, if we still have that issue, you know, just put a one. We still have the issue, put a two. If it's good to go, and we can move on, put a one in the chat. If it's good, a one. If it's no good, two. All right. What a commercial.
It's just that one person.
Well, hold it. It's just that one person?
I don't know. Anybody else saying one?
Anybody else in there that's having an issue? If whoever says that they have an issue, if you have multiple sources on, like a laptop and a phone or something like that, iPad and the laptop or something like that, that may cause the issue, cause some reverb in what you're listening to. If you have two different phones, mute one of the phones. You know what I'm saying? Mute one of the sources. If you have multiple sources up, that might be the issue. If anybody else can hear me just fine, just please type a one in the chat. If you also are hearing an echo in the room, type a two in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's too loud now. Turn your mic back on, Bob Shaw. Let's see. But while we do this,
it's back on.
You know what I'm saying? Let me just hold on. Let me cover this. Sparse. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on. Boom. Man, I just love how the way that comes on. It turns from blue to red. You know what I'm saying? That's good right there. Anything we do with bigger. You know what I'm saying? We do it with power. Motherfucker burning my hands. So like we do it with rigor, we do it with power, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. This kind of goes into what I'm going to be talking about tonight. we was in camp, right? And this Christian woman was upset about something. And she stopped the car, got out the car, and started yelling at us from across the street. What she thought, she was rebuking us. I rebuke you. Have y'all seen them? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
You talking about the live from camp?
Yeah. I'm like, are you serious? This is what Christianity has brought us to. You know what I'm saying? It's no worse than what what's that brother's name? Jesus saves. What's that? You know what I'm talking about? What's his name?
You talking about not Carl? What's his name?
Is it Carl?
It's not Carl from North Carolina. It's Sam.
Is it Sam?
Sam.
Sam.
His name is Sam. Jesus saves.
There's no difference.
Jesus
What that brother was doing or does than what that sister was doing. She just stopped the car and was talking a whole lot of nonsense. Whole lot of nonsense about nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. And Sam rides his bike around screaming, Jesus saves. Jesus loves you guys. I haven't seen him in a minute, but I'm sure he's out there still doing, doing what he thinks is right. Let me tell you something. Jesus does save. He doesn't save in the way that Christian church, portrays him as saving. Jesus saves by with the sword and a vesture that's going to be dipped in blood. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of Christians out there that are going against what he taught when he was here. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to save us from, from the troubles that we have now, like deportation. You know what I'm saying? Like getting fired from the slave. I'm talking about specifically like the government slave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They out here. I don't know if you know, but a lot of times, they say, you got to get you a government job. Why? Because that's the most stablest thing on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Government ain't never going out of business.
All the benefits,
right?
Mm-hmm.
You can start a family with that government job.
Mm-hmm.
You get that government job, you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them now. They said everybody has to list 5 things that they do every week.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Wow.
So, Loggy, if I may, they get the time confused with the different colored badges and the different, blue badge this, and you a contractor this, believing that the blue badge was stable. It turns out the whole damn pie is unstable. Yep. None of it is something to rely on. At one point in time, everybody was trying to lock in blue.
Oh yeah.
Now the word on the street is contracting is better.
Now you need that blue badge. You need that blue badge, man.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Need that blue badge. Now look at them. They fired so many people in DC that the price of real estate went down an average of like $136,000. Yes. Right. Average price of property is down about $136,000. They have so much excess properties that I'm gonna say it's like a 30 or 40-year high.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go around DC, there's a whole ton of construction. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You go by the stadium, Washington, the baseball team. There's a whole ton of buildings that's not even occupied yet. Mm-hmm. Even going up 395, going down towards VA. Mm-hmm. There's a whole thing of buildings right there that's not occupied. You drive by there and you still see like the stickers that they have, when they install the windows, still up there. You go down by the Children's Hospital, the whole by the reservoir, whole ton of stuff. No one buying it. No one buying it. They just took down, or they started to take down Black Lives Matter Plaza. Mm-hmm. They started that today.
Yeah, it was on the news today.
Yep, they started that today, and they said it was going to cost not $100 is like $650,000 to take down, and they got like 9 weeks to take it down.
Yikes! Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's gonna be renamed Liberty Plaza.
Yep.
Liberty Plaza. Wow. Yeah. That's what he thinks about Black lives. That's what the president thinks about, Black lives. He said, get that stuff up out of here. And you know how they got it down?
No.
Because it's basic property of DC. So the mayor has autonomy over that that area. So she can say because the mayor of DC, because if anybody doesn't know, the DC does not have a governor because it's not a state, right? So it's a district. So the highest government official is the mayor. You know what I'm saying? So the mayor has operational command basically of DC. So they wrote legislation. They said either you take it down or we're not going to give you government funding.
Yep.
And they was like, yes, sir, master. As the dudes that rise away, master. How soon do you want me to do it? They said, not now, but right now. Right now.
Or else.
Or else.
Right.
Yeah. And you see how they don't give a damn about themselves. Because they firing, government employees. But this has been brought out before. Black women are the number one beneficiaries, at least in DC, of government jobs. Who's being affected? It's us.
Right.
Us. First us and then everybody else. First us and then everybody else. Let's get back on topic. Anybody have any questions? Nothing online?
Nothing online. Just some sign-ins. Nothing online.
Nothing online. All right. Most High in Christ. Dochi. See if you can get a picture of her up. Dochi. Y'all know what she said. She's in the news and whatnot, saying something that's very well to me and to people in here that's very off. Very off. She gave her red flag take on dating. First of all, y'all know who Dochi is, right? You know who Dochi is, right? Okay. Brock, you know who Dochi is?
I try to stay away from those type of things.
Well, like I said, she's a popular artist, singer, rapper, I want to say. She a rapper? Yeah. She a rapper. She's fairly popular, she's newer, I would say. She's been out for a little bit. But I want to say she's nominated. She's been nominated for a few Grammys, so she's like a rising star. She's like a rising star, and people are like really taking notice to her. But this is not the first time she says some controversial type things, right? And what she just said was, one of her red flags in dating is if he is straight. You believe that? Yeah, exactly. You said a woman who is dating a man said one of her red flags that she's looking out for, and if it's if this is presented, she's going, she's staying away. She said if he is straight, a heterosexual man who only likes women, she that's a red flag, and she needs to hightail it out. Not smoking crack, not smoking meth, not child molesting, you know what I'm saying? Not beating women, not having a bad temper, not being a drunk and alcoholic, but being straight. Are you? Yo, see if you can get that clip. Slocky.
The clip this
says,
hold on a second.
See if you can get that clip when Dochi says, what her red flag is in men. I want you to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. I want you to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. And while we're at it, you got did you get that let's see which one we're gonna start with. You have the two scriptures I asked you for?
Yeah, I got them. Hebrews 13:4.
Yeah, you could, brother. Give me Hebrews 13. Hebrews 13:4. Is that it?
Let's see. I hope so.
Man,
sister kind of looks like she a little bonked out. Say a little anything out.
Right? Yeah. She do look wild. She do look wild in that clip. Like, yo, but like I said, she's one of these artists, and you know, these people have different thought processes to you know, saying make their art, and it's just absolutely wild. It's just absolutely wild. Why I'm just baffled at all this. Ain't gonna be no Hollywood in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no Bollywood in the kingdom. Oh, that's going away too. But let's hear what she says real quick.
What's my biggest dating red flag? Is it being on the DL?
She said, "What's her biggest?" So everybody has a few, but this is number one. This is number one thing. The number one thing. If she finds this out about a man, oh man, she's running for the hills. It's like, if I could, sister, what's one of your biggest or your friend group? You know what I'm saying? That sisters you talk about. What is the biggest red flag in women in your, you know what I'm saying, in your area? You know what I'm saying? The women around you. Smoking. Exactly. Okay, so that's something big, right? Why? Number one, because Most High says no. Don't do that. That's number one. I know she's gonna say that, but I didn't give her the chance. Why? Because she's in here. That's how I know. You know those that labor amongst you, right?
Right.
Other than that, you know what I'm saying? You got halitosis. You know what I'm saying? You got you got halitosis. You got cancer. You got let's see what else.
Big Frida, having in touch with your feminine side. Women don't like that. Women don't like that.
Well, I was you know, going down the list. I was going down the list of the reasons why, you know, smoking was, you know.
Oh, you don't know smoking. I'm thinking you're talking about other reasons. I'm about to give
but yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't no woman want no
man wants pegging tools. Salakia.
See?
Salakia.
See, he done jumped the gun. He done jumped the gun. I was gonna, you know, tie all that in. But yeah, exactly. A woman, most women, most normal women, I would say normal, don't want what she's talking about. Like come on. But this is her. She didn't even say what she said, right? Let's hear what she got to say.
You're on the right track. I have my answer. Okay. What's my biggest dating red flag? Is it being on the DL? You're on the right track.
Hold on. Okay. So she's guessing. So she's talking to someone. The other one says, "Is it being on the DL?" Now, what does that mean? That means they're secretly homosexual. Can I say that?
Yes, absolutely.
They're secretly, you know, they're secret. So many places I can go, but I'm not gonna be the one to get flagged. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna be me. But being on a DL is you know, secretly liking men and acting on those impulses, fantasizing and then acting on those impulses. So she was like, "Is that the biggest red flag?" And she said, "You're on the right track, but that's not it. That's not it." Like, really? That's not it. Everybody knows. Like, I've never seen this movie, but everybody knows the scene. Like, how could you bend over a man and then come home to your wife, something like that? And he was like, I'm not no one ain't bending me over. Oh, so you're the one doing the bending. Nasty work. What did you say earlier? The
pegging kit.
But she's not worried about someone being on a DL. She's not worried about that. Let's see what she's worried about. Let's see what her biggest red flag is.
Is it close enough? You want to guess one more time? What would be a red flag for me? Bad music taste. Oh, that is a good one. Because that's one for me. That is a good one.
Okay, so she said bad music taste, and the reason why it's a good one because she's a musician. Okay, so if you have bad music taste, and that's what she does for a living, hey, I get the correlation to that. You know
that was the question. The person asked the question. That wasn't her.
Oh, that wasn't her.
Yeah,
no, but the person who was saying it, she suggested bad music.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what. And then the other, and then Dochi was like, well, that's a good one because she's a musician, right? Let's keep going.
What do you mean you don't listen to Michael Jackson? But okay, this is a huge red flag for me. All right. It's so crazy. I was gonna say men.
It doesn't. It's not said, but the board. She turns around the whiteboard and it says a straight man.
A straight man. Her biggest red flag is if you go on. She meets someone and then she like, all right, they vibe and they go on a date, and she finds out that he's straight. He's never crossed that line. That's a big red flag for her, and she is running.
Salagi, if I may, Sister Online of Paris 76 said the song that won her a Grammy.
Oh, so she did win a Grammy.
Was about her being cheated on with the man.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wowzers.
Exactly.
Of course she does.
Exactly. That's the kicker right there. I would guess you would say she was pandering to I don't know, straight people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so many people, I'm guessing, like felt her pain that they, kept playing her music over and over again to the point where she's nominated and won an award for it.
Mm-hmm.
And won an award for her being with the man and then finding out he likes dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they broke up in the song. But in real life, she's like, can I join in? You know what I'm saying? She probably listened to that Sakari group. Mm-hmm. She probably fits right in.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely fits right in. Let's read what you got.
This is Hebrews 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable in all. Now, when they say marriage, they're not talking about marriage according to society. You know what I'm saying? Because damn near every society, except for our culture, our society, I'm talking about our society up in here, says marriage is you go to a courthouse, you go to a legal system, you get permission, and then you perform some ceremony within that system. And until that's, legally recognized, you're not married according to them. But according to the Most High God, marriage is when you have sex with the opposite sex. When a man has sex with a woman, that's marriage. Brock, if you could give me that scripture, Baba Shaw.
Got it.
What you know what I'm saying? What marriage is?
Gotcha.
So it says, read that from the top, Baba Shaw. Yeah.
Hebrews 13:4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable in all, right? It's honorable to be married. It's honorable to follow the laws of a marriage. You know what I'm saying? And stay within the confines of a marriage. It's very honorable. Very honorable, especially nowadays. Well, I can't even say especially nowadays because there's a reason why Paul is saying that. You know what I'm saying? The same things we was doing now, we did back then. And unfortunately, it was a whole lot of debauchery that Paul had to come out and say this. Keep reading.
And the bed undefiled.
And the bed is undefiled. Now, what in the world does that mean? Anybody online want to take a crack at that? It says marriage is honorable above all, and the bed is undefiled. What does that mean? And the type of topic that we're talking about. Let me know if someone online has something, wants to chime in. And if you want to answer a question as well, you know what I'm saying, you can give a call. You can give a call. You can answer the question via call as well. Anybody want to take a stab at it?
Well, now a bed that's undefiled wouldn't have peggers. Pegging kit.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. You wouldn't because in the order of things, the equipment is God gives you the equipment. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gives you equipment. Yeah, sir. The Most High gives you equipment to do whatever you need to do whatever needs to be done. There's no need of outside equipment. You know what I'm saying? Now there may come a time where some outside herbs may come in handy. Y'all know what mandrake is, right? No, okay. Well, that's it. That's in the scripture. That's how part of the 12 tribes came about with some of that mandrake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We may know them now as some man. What's some name? I wanted to get some older names for it, but man, some horny goat weed. Man, whoa, some Manish stew. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get some more popular. Some Cialis, a honey pack, Viagra, Blue Chew, all over the internet, right? That's what mandrake is. All right. So that stuff is not unlawful. You know what I'm saying? But you know what you could do. You know what I'm saying? To use less of those potions. I don't even say, but use less of those. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Have your woman get some lingerie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that works. Put a wig on her. You know what I'm saying? With the climate out today, you know what I'm saying? You have to actually say these things. But that's what they're talking about when they say the bed is undefiled. Stuff like that. What's defiled is what, fake Israelites do. That's undefiled. Adultery. That's undefiled. Prostitution. That's undefiled. Whoremongering. What is whoremongering? Is when you throw away a woman, throw away a sister. When you lay with a dog. And I'm talking about the white women. When you lay with them, that's defiled. All that is unlawful. You know what I'm saying? When you lay with someone who is not of your people, if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, there's so many. Baskin Robbins has 31 flavors. There's so many flavors within, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You can't go wrong. You absolutely cannot go wrong. Where you can go wrong is dealing with the Hamite, dealing with the Elamite. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with all these other stinking heathens. You would get to where Dochi is. Now, what in the world made her have this type of this level of a demon on her? Give me that one in your pocket.
Which one exactly?
Overmuch liberty.
That's I just had it. It's in Ecclesiasticus.
If you can get that, brother, Ecclesiasticus.
26 and start at verse 10.
Ecclesiasticus 36 and 10.
Hold on. 26. Yep. You had a question online too.
Let me hear the question, if you could, Baba Shaw.
Akira 76 asks, what happens in the marriage chamber is considered holy? Oh, wait, Salaki. It's not abominable. So, like, I look at the what's happened, thought it was a question. She was making a statement. Salaki.
Okay, so she's saying what happens in the marriage chamber is not abominable?
It's not abominable. It's considered holy.
Well, that depends, because what's the name, consider that, not abominable.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
There's so much to killing the old man, killing the old woman. So much to it that, and being born again, the scripture says you need to be born again. We need to learn. Right. We need to learn the right way, because, the things that we've learned in society, you know what I'm saying, it is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. It sounds bad. Sounds bad, but I got my game from the son of a pimp.
Okay.
Horrible. I learned horrible lessons. Horrible lessons. Son of a pimp. Horrible lessons. You understand me?
Right.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. I had to absolutely destroy that old man and relearn, what it is to be holy, what is, not abominable,
right,
in the marriage chamber. I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? Because what I was taught, what damn near all of us were taught, is wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. Even down to the simplest, the simplest, minutest thing, like choosing somebody. Oh man, she got a fat ass. Let me go and get that. Let me go and grab that. You know what I'm saying? Or I like her little giggle. Yeah, let me go and grab that. Or I like his shoes. He got some fly ass shoes. Or his drip is, is good. I like his style. He got a nice smile.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We that's simple. Choosing the right one.
Right.
We need to be taught who to choose. You know what I'm saying? Because if I were to learn the things that, if I knew the things now that I knew back then, man, Christ would be here. You know what I'm saying? Right. If I was born into this truth, not knowing the disgustingness of the world, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to go through half that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to go through none of that, half that stuff. All of us didn't have to go through all, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why? Because, before, we came back, we disobeyed the Most High.
Right.
Basically, and we taught others to disobey the Most High. That's why we're here correcting ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
How many of y'all know not the iteration of Christ, but before, he was here 5 times. Y'all know that, right? Christ was actually here 5 times, and he disobeyed the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? Before, he was Solomon. He disobeyed the Most High God by marrying these heathen women. You know what I'm saying? He was Adam. He disobeyed God by listening to his woman. When he came back as Christ, fix it all. You know what I'm saying? He got it right that time.
Right.
He got it right that time. We here now. We getting it right. We getting it right this time. Lord allow. We endure all the way to the end. Right. Whether it's us on our deathbed, or it's when Christ comes back. And even when Christ comes back, it's still not over. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got to rebuild the kingdom. We got to get people who think that if you're a woman and you're dating a straight man, that's a big red flag. We got to get rid of that mindset. Right. Let's read what you got.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless.
Now, what does that mean? You think she was shameless? You think though she was shameless in saying that she doesn't want to date straight men? Do you think that's a unpopular opinion? That is what she said. It is. Well, I don't even know anymore. Salakia. I don't even know anymore.
Right.
What things that's coming out, that's being revealed. I don't even know anymore. That might even be a popular opinion.
Right.
Once upon a time, hearing somebody on a DL was like, what? I can't believe it. Are you serious? Now that's like a deal breaker for some people. Are you? Yo, how far removed are we from Christ, from the Most High, from our own culture and heritage? How far removed are we? If a daughter be shameless, and this is Dochi right here. She is absolutely shameless. Keep reading.
Keep her in straightly.
Keep her in, man. Don't let her go out. Don't let her embarrass herself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let her. Now, once upon a time, there was a show called Making the Band, right? Anybody ever heard of that? Making the Band, yeah. That was one of the shows where Diddy made them go walk to Queens, or walk to Harlem or something, and get cheesecake, yeah. So the reason why I bring that up is because there was 2 females in that group. One of them was a singer and she was married, right? Everybody else was single or young. She was the oldest one, and she was married with kids and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And her husband, in the show, it showed like her husband was like this overbearing, controlling person and whatnot. She can't wear this, she can't hang out over here, she can't do this, she can't do that. The way it portrayed it was like he held. What was that part say? The last part you just read? Keep her in straightly. He held her in straightly. Why? Because she was a shameless woman. We didn't really know that at the time, but when time comes out, it came out, just a little while ago, that one of the band members said that her and another dude was sleeping together, and he was saying, I understand how the way her husband was, because she was just out there wilding out the whole time. Whenever he wasn't there, she was just wilding out. And he was like, I understand why he was so, controlled, because if he just let her go, she was doing all kinds of stuff. She wound up in jail. You know what I'm saying? She wound up in jail. Or some crazy stuff. And that was and she had got divorced and she wound up in jail. Why? Because he was tired of just keeping her in straightly. But if a daughter is shameless, keep her in straightly. You know what I'm saying? Have a short leash on her. Watch her before she destroys herself. That's basically what it means. You're going to destroy yourself. You get all this ability to do anything that you want to do. You're going to destroy yourself. How do I know this? How many times have you been in an argument with a woman, or you get to a conflict with a woman, she does something reckless? She said something reckless, like off the wall type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then she comes back and tells you, like, hey, my bad. I'm sorry. I was just, I didn't really mean that. I was, hungry, or I was just mad at you, or, you know what I'm saying? I was mad at somebody else, and you said that. But she comes back, she says she really didn't mean to blow your car up. I was, it sounds funny, but I see video of a woman dousing gas in a car and then lighting it, and then she blew back. Y'all seen that? I ain't the only one that seen that. Come on now. I done seen a video of a couple breaking up, and then she's in her car, he's walking by, and she goes over to run him over and crashes into another car. She misses him, and he's laughing at her, right? And then she backs up, and then he was like, all right, He walks in the back, and she back up and hits another car. He was like, "What are you doing? Stop this!" Goes around, yeah, stop this. Basically, stop this. And then she goes out and hits the house. Like, yo, all that for what? For what? In time, she's gonna be like, yo, I was tripping. My bad. I ain't mean to try and break your legs. I didn't mean to do it. She's going to destroy herself. She is absolutely going to destroy herself. And she's not taught at a young age, you know what I'm saying, the proper way, which most of us haven't been taught at a young age properly, especially having a father in the house. We don't know these things. We just don't know these things. And then we lead to people like Dochi. Read it from the top, Bible Bishar.
Sirach, chapter 26, verse 10.
Ecclesiasticus.
Ecclesiasticus 26:10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Lest she abuse herself with overmuch liberty. Hold on 1 second, Salakia. Salakia, read that one more time. Salakia.
If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly.
So that's a real big thing right there. If that daughter be shameless, not every daughter is shameless. You know what I'm saying? Not every one of them has a dochi, inside them. Has a what do you call it? What's her name? Man, who's that bald-headed one that's married to Will Smith? Jada Pinkett. Not everybody's a Jada Pinkett. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's a foul-mouthed, demon. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to it. Not everybody is that, level 5, goddamn, you need to full armor and slay this goddamn dragon type demon. You know what I'm saying? You got some baby, dragons, but you gotta cut that off at the head. And usually that's what the father does. Father knows his kids. You know what I'm saying? Father knows, the temperament of his kids and what they're going to do and how they're going to act and behave. And by the time it's time for her to have her own family, there's so much into the proper way of doing things. When it comes time for her to have her own family, that's when the man comes in and talks to the father like, hey, you know what I'm saying? What's up with your daughter? Is she ready? Is she, if she this is this? You need the potential suitor needs to have a conversation with the father. And the father will say, I know who you are. I know your family. You know what I'm saying? I know your temperament. And even if you don't know him, spend some time with him. He's going to say, all right, well, in certain situations, you're going to find out very quickly his temperament. And he's going to be like, yo, you're too soft. She's going to run all over you. You know what I'm saying? She likes to try you. If you give her an inch, she's going to take a mile. And the way you are, no, you just can't handle that. So I'm doing you a favor by saying no. Or it's like, okay, I know who you are. I know your temperament. I know that you can correct without just break. You break down and build up. A lot of people, take being in a position of power and they abuse it. You know what I'm saying? Christ says you're supposed to love your wife as Christ loved the church. You think Christ just tore down the church and just left it, in crumbles and shambles? No, you're supposed to, if you're going to break it down, just like he said, the temple's going to be broken down and it will be rebuilt in 3 days. He broke down, the disciples. He checked them time and time and time again, but he also built them up. Let them know, hey, I'm not going to be here, for long. You guys are going to be in charge. And when you are in charge, this is what you're going to have to do. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, when you go in to correct your woman, which is going to happen, You need to be in a position in the mindset of saying of casting out that demon and then replacing it with something. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't replace it with something, another demon's gonna come by. You know what I'm saying? Another demon's gonna come by. So it says, if a daughter be shameless, keep reading.
Keep her in straitly.
Keep her in straitly.
That she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Now, what does that part mean right there? Anybody online want to take a stab at it? Anybody in the house?
Well, if you give her the liberty or no rules or freedom to do whatever she wants, and she's gonna get herself in trouble.
Yeah. She's gonna get herself in trouble. Yeah, she's absolutely. If you just let her go and do whatever, she's gonna be influenced by God knows who. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's just my work husband. Or my friends wear these certain tops. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm just hanging out with my friends. We going to this, or we're having a girls trip. We're having a girls trip. You know what I'm saying? Who you going with? Oh, hole number 1, hole number 3. Hole number 2 ain't going. Hole number 5. Where's hole number 4? Oh, they call me hole number 4. What? No, you ain't going. No, you can't hang out with these women who think that it's okay to have a one-night stand and then get an abortion. No, you can't hang out with them. No, that's too much liberty, and you're going to abuse yourself because if you hanging out with them, the things that they believe, you're going to start believing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people think that, well, now that I'm in the truth, I can hang out with them, and then they'll believe the things that I believe. Go ahead.
Adolphus last says she does what she wants, sir. Referring to what does overmuch liberty mean?
Yeah. Basically, she does what she wants. She does what she wants because no one can tell her what to do.
Salaki too, if I may.
Uh-huh.
Just for if I may, just off of hearing the scripture being said over and over again. There's this thought from Christians and people who dropped their sword and sisters that couldn't actually come into school and get down with the truth, that there's this myth that the brothers in I.S.U.P.K don't love our women. And they hear, oh, okay, y'all don't let y'all woman do nothing, yada, 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 yada. And a woman hears that and thinks, okay, well, are you telling me I can't go anywhere? The scripture specifically says over much liberty. It ain't saying that you have to be in constraints and you got to be in a chain and you got to be in a leash and you're just some dog that I carry around me and you just turn left when I tell you to turn left and yada, yada, yada. It's saying over much liberty. It's saying would you abuse yourself with this freedom that you are designed to have. You understand? Without somebody at least guiding your steps, you'll mess around and wander off in a place that you have no business being in. But the scripture is specifically hot for the sisters to understand. It specifically just highlights that overmuch part. While we hear the word liberty and immediately there's haywire and they start tweaking in the head and spots going out their robotic brain. It just says overmuch liberty. If you have anybody in your nobody that's ever had a guardian in their life has let that actually guards, that's the key word, has ever just let them do whatever they want. And nothing that has ever worked. Not your father, not your this, not your that. Just you could just do whatever you want. That's not even in any society how that works. That's chaos. It's just saying the abuse of that over much liberty, of having no control over this the free will that you have. We weren't made as angels and you directly just move left and right. You understand it? Or that have no ability to disobey the Most High. It's saying with this will that you have, you can't without somebody necessarily guiding your steps, there's a chance that you can abuse yourself. You can abuse this freedom that you have of doing so-called what you want, because we ain't gonna physically lay no hands on you. So you have the ability to do whatever you want, but over much liberty, you're gonna abuse yourself with it. Or a shameless daughter.
That's the point I was about to go into.
Salaki for the extension. Salaki.
No, you absolutely right. Absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? It is, over much liberty, but this is really talking about the bitches that don't know how to act. Salaki.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That be terrible, turkey necking. You can't tell me what to do. I do whatever hell I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Or well, the sly ones that be like, all right, okay, you tell me not to wear this, and then you wear something else, but you have the thing that you really want to wear underneath. And then when you get to wherever you get into, you're gonna put that on. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that have over much liberty. That, you know what I'm saying, that you just have too much time, too much options on your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that need to stay in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sit down. Learn how to make me some biscuits from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Teach your kids, something new. Learn another language so that you can teach the kids. You know what I'm saying? That's you keep them occupied and busy, because the second that you give them liberty to do something, they're just going to abuse it. They're going to abuse it. It's not going out. This is not specifically for every woman, because there's women out there, there's wives out there that husbands will, you know what I'm saying? Okay, they'll say, okay, I'm going out, for drinks with the girls. All right, who you going with? Such and such and such and such. Well, that one's a hoe, but I know you, and I trust you to you know what I'm saying, to not be like that one. So go ahead. You know what I'm saying? When you coming back? All right. Midnight. All right, I'll give you a call if you're not back by then. Or give me a call, you know what I'm saying, if something, stays late or whatever. And things go according to plan. When I say things go according to plan, hey, it's 12:15, but she's calling you, hey, it took a long time for, to close out the tab, but I'm on the way home right now. Not some chick who now you can't. It's 12:15 and you can't reach it. It goes straight to voicemail. You don't see it for another 5 hours. It's not your woman no more. It's not your woman no more. That's somebody else's. That's Derek's woman. I don't know why you coming back. Babe, door, the key won't open. Won't open the door. Who is that? You know how Christ says, who is that? I don't know you. Who's at my goddamn door? My door.
It's a lot. The wife I know would have showed up back on time.
What's that?
I said the wife I know would have showed up back on time. I don't know who you are, man.
Yeah. I don't know who you are. Who is this? Who are you? Get out of here before I call the police. Go back to whence you came. Where are we? So I was making a point. Read that one more time, Bubba Shaw.
26:10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Lest she abuse her with overmuch liberty. Is there any more? Go down to the next one.
Verse 11. Watch over impudent eye and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Go to verse 22. Same chapter.
26:22. A harlot shall be accounted.
A harlot is a streetwalker, a dirty, stinking, rotten. B.I. Why you say it like short? That's what a harlot is. A harlot shall be counted as what?
As spittle.
As spittle. You give a shameless woman over much liberty. I'm not talking about a woman who knows, the difference between right and wrong, and does right and does not do wrong. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the shameless woman. A shameless woman. You know what I'm saying? She will become a harlot. You know what I'm saying? And what is a harlot will be counted as?
As spittle.
As spittle. As spittle, as that the little white stuff that's on the side of Boosie's mouth when he's talking a lot.
Nasty work.
That's what she's counted as. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn the hoe into a housewife. They made a song over that. Ew. 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 Okay, let's keep reading.
But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband.
A married woman is the tower against death. Now, what is the tower? Man, this whole Ecclesiastes 26, man, it's heavy. It's heavy. You can read this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It tells you about the good woman and it tells you about the bad woman. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole breakdown. You know what I'm saying? I can't speaking about this, blazing on, and people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when you say you are talking about women, they think you just bad mouthing. And really, the ones who say that are the ones who are doing the things that the Bible is speaking against. You know what I'm saying? They're the harlots. They're the shameless daughters. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones who I just seen a video coming in here where this dude had to record his interaction with his son's mother because she's on the inside. She didn't even open the door. He's screaming through the door, and she's mad that he got a new woman, so she won't let him see his sons. She won't let him see his sons, and she's saying, "No, you can't see him. Go make another baby with that other one. I'll find a man who will treat me and my son good, so you can't see him no more. You want to see him, you gotta take him to court." That's a shameless woman. You know what I'm saying? That's a harlot. You know what I'm saying? That's the evil dragon. Now, all that could be avoided. You just sit down and talk to the sister for a few months. A few months, you know what I'm saying? And put her in certain situations to see where her head is. You know what I'm saying? And then you can find out if once she has that baby, is she gonna kick you out, put you on child support, and say you can't see the kid. Even if you do pay child support, she's gonna make it difficult. She's gonna make it hard. Few conversations. When I say a few conversations, I'm talking about months. You know what I'm saying? Talk to her father. Talk to her father. She doesn't have a father. Talk to her uncle. Talk to her brother. Talk to some male who was in her life, who knows about her, and see if, hey, is this a good idea? That man may be like, yo, she's a handful. She's a handful.
Talk to a previous baby daddy.
Hey, that's so heavy right there, because in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, if a woman says she's single, a priest in here should be like, who is the last person you slept with? Let me talk to them. And we're like, what? What's that all about? You want to know what that's all about? That's all about because you may have moved on, but he may not have. And if he may not have moved on, it's bound to be complications. You know what I'm saying? Bound to be complications. So talk to him. And if he's like, nah, man, we just going through something, you know what I'm saying? We just had an argument, you know, the argument got heated and we said some things we really didn't mean. I'm just waiting her out. I'm expecting her to come back. And she's like, oh, no, I'm not coming back. But he's thinking, no, I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? You go into the house and you wind up like Trouble. Y'all know who Trouble is? That's that rapper who laid with that woman who had a man who she thought was over, and he thought something else. You don't want to end up like that. You don't want to end up like that. Talk to her baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him. Talk to him and see what's going on. Because I maybe I'm wrong, but I've heard this a lot. If you have a kid with a woman, you have rights to hit it in the future. Has anybody ever heard that before? Anybody else? Yeah. Okay. So I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. People who are no longer together, but they have kids together and still sleep with each other, even though they both have someone else. You don't want to be in that. You don't want to be in that position. You don't want to be in that predicament. You don't want to be in that whole situation. Just talk to the man. Talk to the man. He gonna tell you whether he says it or not. You're going to find out. Like, oh, this nigga still hitting. Nah. They both say no, but I see it. You know what? Y'all good. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all good. I remember it was this one sister I used to slave with. And it was a situation like that. And I'm just talking to him. I'm talking to her, and I'm like, yeah. Just go back to you. Go back to your son's father. Just do that. Just stop playing. I see it. And she's like, no, this and that. Nah. You're bull, bull jiving me. I'm a priest. I'm a prophet. You can't pull the rug over my eyes. And if people would just, take the lust out of the communications, you can actually see what's going on. It's presented right there in front of you. It's presented right there in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You got something?
Kira 76 asks, Salaki, sir, for a brother who does talk to the sister's baby daddy, and he says the scenario you gave, if the man lays with that woman anyway, did he force her to sin, or the both of them are at fault?
What you mean? Okay, so read that again.
Kira 76 says, Salaki, sir, for a brother who does talk to the sister's baby daddy.
Okay, so the brother is talking to the baby daddy, right?
And he says the scenario you gave.
Okay.
If the man lays with that woman anyway, did he force her to sin, or the both of them are at fault?
Give me Leviticus 10. Give me Leviticus 10. Let's answer that question with the scripture. Is it Leviticus 10?
I don't think it's 10.
Or is it 20? It's 11. Come on. It's locked in. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Looking for it right now.
Is it 20 and 10? Yeah, 20 and 10. Salakia, my bad.
20 and 10. Leviticus 20 and 10.
So the sister asks, if the man, boy meets girl has a baby, but girl's not with the baby's father. So the boy talks to the father of the baby and says, no, we're still together. We're just on a break. We're just going through a rough patch. And he still seduces her, entices her, and lays with her. Who's at fault? Is it the man or is it the woman? Let's read the scripture.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And a man that committeth adultery with another man's wife.
So if a man committed adultery with another man's wife, so if that woman laid with that man and had a baby, and now they're no longer together, but he's the last one that they had, she laid with, she's married to that man. Right? She's married to that man. All right, let's keep reading. So now she's married to that man, but now she's going after another man. So this man lays with this woman who's married. So he's laying with her, and she's a married woman. So if a man lays with a woman that's married,
even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, The adulterer and adulteress shall surely be put to death.
They're both at fault. They are both at fault. According to the law, they're both at fault. All right. Now, there are times. Okay, so they're both at fault. Just plain and simple. Now, give me that scripture that says, Brock, the scripture where they say, if the unbelieving depart, let them depart. Okay. So this probably goes into this, but this is not the situation. But I'm a tie it to the situation, and we're gonna see what's to come of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's more important, getting that box or obeying God? Ain't no box good enough to disobey God. You're gonna be in it, 15 to 20 minutes, maybe.
Corinthians chapter 7.
And then you're gonna disobey God, and you're gonna pay a lifetime. Bare minimum, you're gonna get 18 years. Bare minimum. And I think the law is you gotta still pay child support if they go to college. If they go to college, you still paying child support. So that's what 21 years. Go ahead. For that 20 minutes, 20 years. 20 minutes for 20 years. Is that a fair assessment? No. Hell no. And that's getting off easy right there. That's getting off easy. The Most High can give you something, and then give you child support. Man, that's cold blooded. Most High can send some goons after you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're disobeying the Most High God. There's a whole ton of some things that can happen to you. What's up?
I got the scripture for you.
All right, what's up?
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 15, as far as the unbeliever, but it really starts at verse 10. Every verse.
You said 15?
It's verse 15.
All right, go start at 10.
Start at verse 10.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 10. And unto the married I command.
1 Corinthians 7 and 10. All right, keep going.
Yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband. Verse 11.
Okay, so unto the married. Okay, so he's saying, a woman shouldn't leave her husband. Woman should not leave her husband. Let's keep reading.
Verse 11. But, and if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
Let her remain unmarried. If she leaves that child's father, now having a child is proof that you're married. Having a child is proof that you're married. You know what I'm saying? In our community, now you can say, well, she could have gotten, in vitro fertilization. You know how expensive that thing is? You know how expensive it is? You know how cheap it is to do it the old-fashioned way? You know what I'm saying? You can buy a bottle of rum, bottle of whiskey, put some music on, you know what I'm saying? Some Marvin Gaye. That's what the kids listen to Marvin Gaye now? Bro.
I don't know. Let Luther do your talk.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Listen to some Luther. Big Luther, not little Luther. You know what I'm saying? Listen to something, you know what I'm saying? And then you can get it on. And it costs you, a Netflix subscription. That's what they do, right? What, $7.99 a month? $7.99. You can just watch Netflix, and boom, you got a baby. Boom. So we ain't doing no in vitro fertilization. That thing is expensive, and it's not 100%. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go for multiple rounds. It doesn't even matter because we get pregnant on accident. You know what I'm saying? We get pregnant on accident. It's very rare in our community that I know of, Except that's outside of here. Well, even inside of here, they just do it like, hey, I'm pregnant. Oh, work? I wasn't even trying to do that, but it happened. But
He's over.
but it just, you know what I'm saying? We don't need that type of technology in order to procreate. You know what I'm saying? We got a hard day at work. Hey woman. You come home and she, you know, even though she's in like some sweats and whatnot, and that thing is stinging, and you just looking around like, okay, here's his name, yeah. Go and pounce. Go and pounce. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take much of anything for Israel to get, you know, to regenerate. It doesn't take much of anything. That's proof that woman is married, right? So let's keep reading.
But if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
Okay, let her remain unmarried. Don't just leave her be. Leave her be in that way. That doesn't mean you can't interact with her. When I say interact with her as she's a married woman. Hey, how you doing, sis? You know what I'm saying? You salute her, okay. Well, you ain't doing it. But, you know, you salute her. Everything good? Okay. Most High in Christ. I love that mac and cheese that you brought the last High Holy Day. If you ever get a chance, you know what I'm saying? Can you bring that for the next High Holy Day? That was some real good mac and cheese. That cornbread was real twab as well. All right, shalom. Right? That's basically the interaction between a man and a woman that's not his wife. So let's keep going. Well, that's me. That's me. That's a lot of DC. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. But that's whatever. Let's keep reading.
Or be reconciled to her husband.
Right, reconciled to her husband. Go back to him. Now, if this is outlaw. This outlaw. This was, you know, out in the masses. There wouldn't be no child support. There wouldn't be no child support. You know what I'm saying? There wouldn't be no baby daddy drama. There wouldn't be no baby mama drama. There wouldn't be none of that. Wouldn't be none of that stuff. Why? Because she leaves her man, and she sees that she absolutely cannot get a man. Not even go on a date. You know what I'm saying? Not even find a suitable partner. You're not even get past first base. You know what I'm saying? The gate. You're not even get into the ballpark. She gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back home. Or be reconciled. Now, if that was happening, man, this would be beautiful. This place will be beautiful. It'll be heaven. It'll be heaven. You want me to say I'm leaving? Go ahead. It's cold out there in the streets. It's cold. That bed is gonna get even colder. That body pillow won't work after a while. Let's keep reading.
And let not the husband put away his wife.
And let not the husband put away his wife. Yes, she got all that mouth. Yes, she's turkey necking. Yes, she's saying all sorts of, you know, abominable things to you. Because you know women have got a sharp tongue and says the most heinous stuff like, damn. You really gonna say that to me? Really? You can't put her away. Even if she hits you with a car and runs your legs over. Now you can separate until she got some sense. You know what I'm saying? Until y'all get some counseling. But no, you can't put her away. Keep reading.
Well, but to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away.
So it's saying if you want the truth and she wants to be a Muslim, she don't believe in Yahweh Shai. She don't believe in the Most High God, but she believes in Allah and bound down to Mecca. You know what I'm saying? If you still be pleased with her, don't put her away. That's what unbelieving means. She be a Christian. She wants to go to church and wear them big hats. You know what I'm saying? Don't put her away. If you still pleased with her, don't put her away. Keep going.
13. And the woman which had a husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him.
Same thing. If he wants to, worship Allah and she's in the truth, or he wants to be a deacon on the usher board, you know what I'm saying? If he's still pleased with her, which 9 times out of 10 he is going to be pleased with her, because women in the UPK are just, it's different. It's different. Like, you ain't got no art with her. You know what I'm saying? She's going to listen to what you say that's lawful. She's not going to buy a pancake. She's not going to buy that. She's not going to she's not going to go on Tinder and find a white man to lay with because you asked her to do that. But she will pay tithes. You know what I'm saying? If you want her to make oxtails, 3 nights a week, she's going to do that. If you want her to, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, have a drink ready for you by the time you come to the door, she's going to do stuff like that. But she will absolutely, under no circumstance will she order a pegging kit. Absolutely, under no circumstance will she even entertain the conversation. You understand? That's what the women in the UPK are. The mother organizations. They think you're strange if you don't like men. Let's keep reading. That's a red flag to them.
Verse 14. So the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
So the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife. What does that mean? That means he is protected because the woman is doing the work. When I say doing the work, she's doing. She's coming to class, coming to the high holy day. She's obeying the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. That's her duty. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's doing, and she's obeying her husband. So her husband is coming. Keep reading.
And the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. And
vice versa. The brother is doing the work. Now that does not mean that you have to be a priest and a prophet up in here. You can just be a student. You know what I'm saying? You can just be a trooper. Come to class, come to the holidays, pay your tithes, come to the Passover. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's fit to do this. You don't have to do this. You don't have to be part of the 144. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still at least 1/3 of the people that's going into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The rest is going to be reborn. But you can come into the kingdom as being a 1/3. You don't have to be in charge. So the husband is because he's the believing. The woman is sanctified. Keep going.
Else were your children unclean, but now they are holy.
And any other way, your children will be unclean. But because you're in the truth, your husband is sanctified, your children are sanctified. Because you're in the truth, your wife is sanctified, your children are sanctified, are separate. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means by holy. That's what holy means. Holy means separate. You understand? So let's keep reading.
Verse 15. But if the unbelieving depart.
But if the unbelieving depart, the one that doesn't believe in, we should stay together forever. Keep going.
Let him depart.
Let him go. Let him go. Keep going.
A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases.
Not under bondage in such cases, right? So the Most High will handle that. Most High will handle. You didn't put them away. They left. They chose to leave. You didn't put them away. The Most High chose them to leave. They chose to leave. The Most High will handle them for their decisions for doing that. You're not saying you need to stay or else. If you want to go, there's a door. There's a door. I'm not putting you out. You should not go. You should stay. Absolutely stay. But if you want to go. Keep reading.
But God has called us to peace.
The Most High God has called us to peace. You understand what I'm saying? Now, in the scenario that I was talking about, they're both unbelieving. You know what I'm saying? They're both unbelieving. You talk to a woman, and then you talk to her baby daddy. They're both unbelieving. They don't believe in none of this stuff right here, right? Now, she says, I'm gone. And he says, no, we're still together. Who should you believe? Even though we just read this, if the unbelieving depart, let them depart. What is the best case scenario? What should You done. Anybody want to take a stab at it, sis? Anybody online? One second. Let me see.
Adolphus said him.
Who's what?
Adolphus said him. You should believe him.
What you say?
Same thing.
Absolutely. Leave that one alone.
Adolphus said, walk away, sir.
Yeah. Adolphus is on something. Young man, that was on something. Yes. Run away. Run away.
And Carlos says him.
Yeah. If he says he's not done with it, he's not done with it. No, that's plain and simple. Okay, shalom, peace. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me. Don't even say, hey, let me know if things change. No. You know how many other women are out there? No, leave that whole situation alone. No. Delete the number, block it. Go away. You know what I'm saying? Just leave that whole situation alone. It's not yours. Not yours. Brother, we come back from camp and talking about overmuch liberty. There was there was a video where it says, we listen and we don't judge. Y'all know those videos? There was a group of women on there, and they were all talking about their abortions. And one woman said, we listen, we don't judge. And it was like, I had 2 abortions this year. How you get pregnant twice in a year? That's, even if you got pregnant, had the baby, and got pregnant again, that's heavy right there. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy right there. You get pregnant twice, you had an abortion twice in a year. I wonder if it was from the same dude. They say we listen, we don't judge. I listen, I judge. It was from two young brothers in there. I was like, hey, y'all gonna have to get y'all woman in the school y'all with, because you know what I'm saying, it's rough out here. It's rough. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what kind of demon you're gonna have to slay. You may have to slay that Dochi demon. And you know really what's going on with Dochi? She done that. This the song that she won a Grammy for was she was with some dude. It was going great. She went through his phone, went through his DMs, and she was like, she got a message from his wifey, and then she looked and she said she was a he. That whole situation happened multiple times. So much so that now she looks for it. Now that's what she wants, because if she wants it, it can't hurt her. It can't hurt her. That's really the reason why people are in that Leviticus community, because the things that was done to them unlawfully, they somehow, without getting proper counseling, they flip it and they either jump all the way into it and become promiscuous, or they go the opposite way and say, well, I like this thing that was done to me, so now it can't hurt me. So they do that even more. It's all trash. It's all trash. The whole community, is trauma based. And for her to say, it's a red flag, because that trauma has happened to her so many times that it's she's turning it into a plus. Anybody else have any more questions before I hand this over? Anybody else in the class or online? I'm too Akira 76. Did that answer your question? She comment. No? Well, all right, no sweats. With that, I pass the class over to Officer Barack.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General YAHANNA, new rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are to show themselves to the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment. You find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. In the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew, and it's pronounced I.S.U.P.K. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you get to the treasury department or future. Priest funds. We were offered for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. The upcoming holy convocation, we got rent. You understand? That will be the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. That is Thursday, March 13th, and Friday, March 14th. You understand? That's this week, March 13th, and Friday, March 14th of this year. You can find that in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. Of course, once again, this is the Feast of Purim. You understand? You want to stay in close contact with your camp leader of your zone. You understand? Contact that number if you have any questions regarding the location of where the Purim is going to be held at in your zone. If you would like to donate, if you want to bring food, whatever the case may be, you are allowed to bring your children. You can bring your sisters. This is a Black, Latino, Native American Indian thing. You can bring your family. You understand? This is a holy day. You understand that the Lord wants us to keep. That's the Feast of Purim. All right. Also, we got the Lord's 56th annual Passover. That's coming up. So I believe BC going up.
Yeah, the Feast of Purim will be held in Baltimore School this Thursday and Friday. Starting at from 7 to on.
Right, just to reiterate, 7 p.m. if you're in the DC or neighboring zones around the DMV area, you're going to go out Baltimore. You understand? We're going out Baltimore to hold the Feast of Purim. Once again, that's going to be this Thursday, Friday. You understand? It's going down, all right? As well, like I said, the Lord's 56th annual Passover that's going down April 12th. There's a whole week of events that's going on. This event is for Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians. No one else. Understand? It's a whole week long of events. You got Jeremiah Hines class, you got the children's party, you got the lamb slaughter, you got the Passover itself, you got them brothers Lord allowed. You understand? They just kept on the field and graduated Hebrew Academy.
Right.
You understand? That's going down. You got what else? You got 4th of Nightlight Sunday. You got the Feast of Unleavened Bread that's going down as well, and that's on Sunday. And a whole list of other events that's going down. Of course, it's going to follow the I.S.U.P.K 56 annual Passover Facebook page. Like that page, share that page. A whole lot of content is going to be posted on there throughout the week of this year's Passover. It's going down in Atlanta, Georgia, April 12th, Atlanta, Georgia. Get your transportation together. Contact your camp leader. Don't let your funds, don't let your transportation, don't let your slavery, don't let none of these things get in the way of having you be able to make it out there. You understand? To keep this tradition coming up. All right. If you have any questions, of course, contact your camp leader. That's what we're here for. We're gonna make sure that you get squared away. Anything you want to add on that? Like is what. Tonight is Monday night. Commander YAHANNA going live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube channels called The Real General YAHANNA. Tune in 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the YouTube for Commander YAHANNA. Anything else you want to add?
Nah.
All right, Ramon Akiman Akwaki, to check on social media such as I.S.U.P.K.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K links and materials. If your brother wants to be a troop in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black pants, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, and scarves. And with that, I said, my job is to stand assistant. You can stay seated. In the Israel, we're going to get one person salute for the teachers. In the Israel, Shabbat, Abajim, Barak, Yahweh, Shabbat, what's up? Saul, which means the turn, sisters and stands. Men of Israel, we're going to get one person salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Abajim, Barak, Yahweh, Shema, Alakam, Alakam, Yahweh, Yahweh, Shema, Alakam, Bahashem, Yahweh. Sorry, praise. Yeah.
Welcome to Atlanta. Christ. This Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hanna.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King YAHANNA, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.